Welcome to Spiritual Court. Peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Paz. Blessings to you wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Listen, if you are new, this is a good time to be here on this timeline. That means that you manifested this reality by way of this video. So truth and clarity is the energy. I pray that whoever you are consistently, intentionally, as am I, taking the parts of what you are seeing by way of projection and leaving what does not resonate by way of what you are projecting into your own life, what you see for yourself. So basically, if you hear something in this reading, right, that does not resonate with you, that's okay. Lay it down. Decide what you want to do with the energy. You might decide to throw it away, toss it away, give it to somebody else, leave it, lay it down, maybe to pick it up later and revisit it and maybe think about it again now that it makes sense. Whatever the case, whatever the circumstance, remember that the God within you will always make the right decision. That is my projection onto you. I hope that you intentionally think for yourself by way of your own free will. So mote be. Shout out to all the free thinkers. Bring your high vibrational frequencies and let's collaborate and create more high vibrational frequencies. So listen, life is good. I think I like this little life. This little life. I think I like this little life. Come on in, y'all. So listen, I'm always feeling really good, feeling really high in spirit, feeling really optimum in health after I have come back from sun gazing. If you are sun gazing, then you are allowing the sun rays to go ahead and just penetrate your entire divine, eternal auric field. And that is always a good thing. After sun gazing, y'all, that's usually when my downloads are just crispy clear. So come on in. Let's just see what's going on. Beautiful divine angels. Thank you for being here. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and all the other angels, some of them whose names we do not know that are on assignment. Shout out to my guardian angels, man. My guardian angels are always protecting me. I am eternally grateful. Sometimes they protect me from things I cannot see or that I don't even want to see. And I'm just glad that they stepped in, right? Invoke your angels. What's going on, ancestors? Shout out to the ancestors. They left interesting bodies of work behind for us to follow, for us to learn from, for us to flow with and do better than them. Teamwork. Okay, I just said the guardian angels. So your dream team. What's your dream team? Well, I'll tell you, my dream team are my guardian angels, my divine ancestors. Never last, leaving myself out. I and the creator are one. That is my dream team, right? The spirit guides that walk with you, that intervene on your behalf. The veil is absolutely non-existent. It has absolutely been eliminated. So we got spirit realm, physical realm. We got beautiful spirits walking around, helping us, guiding us, protecting us, showing us things by way of energetic frequencies and synchronicities, by way of the numbers. Come on in. Have a seat. If you're just now coming into the chat, stand up or sit down. Attention, it says teamwork. Do your part, collective, and let your spirit team do the rest. That is an affirmation. We should affirm that all day, every day, 24/7, 365. I'm just going to do my part and let my spirit team do the rest. Oh, whoa. You got blood sacrifices here. Oh, somebody shouldn't have done this. Somebody made a blood sacrifice for money, fame, clout, beauty. They made a deal with what they thought was an elite group of people that have no power. Whoever this elite bunch of people are that somebody made a blood contract with, these people are beneath you. They can't touch you. You are a sovereign being. You are one with the creator. You go direct to source, and somebody has to go to a group of people in order to get what they believe is power. Somebody's a slave to a group of elite people. Whenever you got to do a blood sacrifice, blood contract, and you're going to somebody that you believe holds more power than any power that you could hold within yourself, you are a slave, honey. You're not a master. So you got slaves out here willingly being slaves that went and made some type of blood sacrifice, a oath, if you will. Yeah, group effort, gang moves. So you got a diabolical group of people that have to go through somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody because they don't own their own power. So who's holding their power? Who's controlling their crown? I always say, if you don't think for yourself, somebody else is thinking for you. That's a nasty way to be, but that's just not my way of being. So I don't knock the fact that people willingly sign up to be slaves to these blood sacrifices, sacrificing the livelihoods or lives of others for personal gain. So in this, let me just tell you what the dilemma is. In an effort to sacrifice your livelihood, somebody was willing to sacrifice their own livelihood. The moment they signed their name in blood, somebody absolutely lost their free will. Yeah, somebody's thinking for these people. That's really what these contracts are. Making deals with the elites for fame, success, money, and clout. So somebody was somewhere walking around, didn't believe in themselves. This could be a group of people that didn't believe in themselves, and they felt like there was a group of what you like to consider elite people who are suggesting that if you do this or if you do that, you will have money, fame, power. Somebody was looking to be a willing participant by way of a delusional illusion that somebody projected onto them, had them believing that they could get something. What does this have to do with us? Because overall energy says attention. We're doing our part and we're allowing our spirit team to do the rest. So what exactly does that mean? Projection is real. When you're powerful enough, you're projecting so powerfully into your own life that nobody can project onto you, conceding and or trying to create alternate realities for you by way of what you see for yourself. It just doesn't work that way. So somebody took a chance, basically. Let's see which cards I want to use. Holy Spirit. I feel like I want to use my other cards, y'all. Okay, I think I'm going to get up and go get them at some point. In fact, I already see myself doing that. So we'll deal with these for now and just see what these cards have to tell us. These cards are dedicated to my higher self, the divine, as I am being used as a vessel, as a tool to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, because the ancestors are here. I cannot make this up. It says teamwork makes the dream work. I added the dream work part to the card, but it says teamwork. Do your part, collective. Just find a mirror, look into your own eyes, say, you know what? I'm going to do my part and let my spirit team do the rest. And the ancestors showed up and said, yes, this is the ancestors. I can't make this up. So the ancestors popped out first. The ancestors were watching these people sign their name in blood. Trust me, these contracts are null and void. They absolutely cannot resonate with what it is that we are creating collective. Okay? So we're here just for shits and giggles. I can't make this up. You purified your heart chakra. Look at you. Sweetheart. The sweetest heart. Being kind to yourself. Loving yourself. Seeing yourself in a new light. Seeing yourself in an immovable type of an energy by way of nobody can come along and penetrate your aura and change your energetic field because you are strengthened from a strength that comes from within that everybody is not privy to, right? You're not sharing this part of yourself with everybody. And that's good. Everybody shouldn't be privy to your energy. That's the biggest misconception. We didn't come here to save a lot of people. We just came here to have a beautiful spiritual human experience with the hopes that we mirror back to people what the God energy is. And that's exactly what we're doing, okay? You're a sweetheart, ancestors, self-love. You're held in high honor. Meanwhile, somewhere in Karmicville, Karmic villains are somewhere trying to be the villain in your story. It's the worst illusion that somebody ever sold them, honey. Somebody's in a nightmare, big Jezebel energy. Look at the way she's touching her hoo-ha, her whatnot. Like, girl, get your hand out of that nasty... Okay. Moving right along. Let me sing my song. Moving right along. Let me sing my song. I'm moving right along. We're moving right along. Meanwhile, the Jezebel is coming out also by way of her alter egos, which are also karmic feminine energy. Ooh, abandonment. Who's running where? Where are they going? Who can they run to fill this empty ass Jezebelian ass space? Who can I run to fill this empty space with laughter? Who can you run to? What happened? You did a little contract. Little Jezebeliata. Little Jezebelitata. The Jezebels of Tatiana. Listen, look at somebody's like, huh? What? When and why? Who, what, when, and why? Look at this person's eyes. It's complete and total chaos. Don't look into people's eyes that look like this. These are empty vessels. Okay? It's giving vacuum. It's giving somebody feels sucked into some type of deal that didn't go right. I'm telling you, somebody made a group with a group of elite people. Group effort. Somebody says, oh, I cannot do this on my own. The moment somebody said that, they surrendered their sovereign abilities or their potential to be a sovereign being, one with creator. Why are you running around to and fro in a group begging somebody that you are putting on a pedestal for some type of spiritual amnesty because you feel like and you believe the lie that you don't have the ability to go within, and so you don't. So you go without, you sign a contract that holds no spiritual weight. You came up, or what you thought you were doing absolutely backfired on your ass. Now you're in this state of mental confusion and ruin under the delusional illusion that your blood sacrifice is solid. It's not a solid offer. The ancestors are coming in with love offers. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you for offering us love. Thank you for offering us spiritual protection. Thank you for being the dream team and doing the work. Look, love offer. I can't make this up. Love offer with self-love is always a good offer. Those are beautiful offers. It's going to happen. It is happening. This is current energy. No access blocked. So somebody put in a lot of work, signed a whole bunch of contracts, blood contracts, blood sacrifice, to get nothing out of it. What they did was they signed themselves up to an energy that doesn't have the ability to heal. Now somebody has to run to their master and beg them and ask them, well, what should we do now? Because somebody's not a free thinker. They can't think for themselves. So they got to run back to the practitioner. Oh, well, you said, and I said, and I thought, and we said, and you said, and they said, and we thought, and you said, what you said, what you said. Yeah, take your ass to bed. Healer in the reverse. Unable to transmute energy, unable to heal from within because they keep looking for everything outside of them. So now somebody's running to their slave master. What's a slave master? Somebody who's mastered their ability to project their illusions onto you so much so that you believe that you need them. You see these groups as a necessity. It's a whole group of people. Somebody found a whole group of fools that are not free thinkers, that are signing up to be slaves for money, fame, and clout. Now, why would you do that? We can't fathom it. We can't imagine it. We're on a whole nother frequency. We are projecting something completely differently. You know why? Because our inheritance is free by way of being a free thinker. So we simply show up and collect what belongs to us. You ever just showed up in your day or woke up and showed up wherever you're going and say, hey, I'm going to be where I'm going to be at, and that's exactly where I am. And you just show up and says, yes, I'm here to collect my inheritance. Yes, I'm here to collect all that belongs to me, all good things. Oh, yes. And that day, all your needs were met. You ate well, you lived well, you had a good day. Even if you didn't see anybody, and even if you did, it was a good encounter in passing. That's the God experience. That's what real, true, divine connection is. Yeah, look, love spell. Child, listen. Hold on. Somebody can't even spell love spell. Okay? I promise y'all, every time, my nose is itching. I know the truth is coming out. Every time I start doing my reading, my neighbor seems to want to build a birdhouse, a doghouse, a whole bunch of whatever. Child, God bless him. He's always actively doing something, and I respect that. I like people that stay busy, that's just, it's just something I like. I feel like people that stay busy or doing something in their day, and every time I start my video, he starts to build something all the time. So I just had to close the window. Needless to say, that was a commercial break. Newcomers, just a heads up, about spiritual court. Spiritual court is a place where we have several commercial breaks. These are times where we just feel like we tell life, hold on, pump the brakes. And we have to put a little bit of hilarious energy in there, healing all things by way of laughter and comedy as best we can, ebb and flow. The world has got enough going on that does not have anything to do with us, but for the people that are on a certain level by way of projection, you have reprogrammed your mind to see things differently. Perception, it's finally making sense, isn't it? So newcomers, sometimes I come off like I'm the defendant. Sometimes I come off like I'm the prosecutor. Sometimes I sound like I'm the devil's advocate, but really that's you being triggered by something that I said that you just have to look at yourself about. That's really what the devil's advocate energy is. The devil really ain't got no power, okay? But I don't feel like these people understand that. I feel like they really have given the devil all the power. So they're terrified. They're scared, so much so that the devil got them running around to and fro, forfeiting their free thinking, their free will. They gave their free will up. Yeah. So newcomers, that was just the prerequisite to what you can expect here in spiritual court. Needless to say, moving right along. Let me sing my song. Moving right along. Let me sing my song. Rising stars, you will go far. Living strong, living long. Molded B, listen. Third party sitch. This bitch. This. We don't give a damn. I'm going to get a marker and I'm going to erase the third party sitch out. I'm going to put a sticker over her face. So when I pull this card up, you can only see the smiling faces. We have literally imagined this person being invisible. Just imagine somebody somewhere kicking up so much smoke, signing deals with the devil in blood. I'm good at this, you're not good at that in my contract. And they come into spiritual court with their contract talking about, but I've got a contract, read the contract. We like, bitch, that contract ain't valid here. Fool, even the devil know that. Look at the devil in the reverse. Child, get that punk ass null and void ass contract. Can't resonate with me or my soul tribe ass energy up out of here. We will call the spiritual bailiffs on you. We will absolutely have the spiritual stenographers document the fact that you have been controlled, alt deleted out of the matrix. Blood sacrifice. Didn't I just say courthouse? Spiritual court is now in session. The Honorable Most High is presiding over these cases. It's laughable. Yeah, I can't make this up. Moving right along. Faith is the evidence now of things that we can see. Remember when it used to be the evidence of things that we couldn't see? But you pray for something and it manifests real quickly because you're in the right heart space. These heart spaces are blocked. They're bound. They got masters. They got to go to the practitioner. They got to see what's going on. They can't tap into their own energy. They've fallen so far away from the Most High God. They can't hear divine intervention. They have no intuition. They have no discernment because they chose to forfeit their free will because they wanted to get a blood sacrifice. They wanted to get one and give one. Now they need a blood transfusion. Somebody need to alchemize the demonic shit up out of their DNA. Quit running your puck at... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to tell these people nothing. Keep going over there. Go ahead. Go ahead. The newcomers are like, what the hell is going on over here? Man, so much is going on over here. Listen, commercial break. No, for real, listen, y'all. I Googled by accident, but I can't say it was an accident. I feel like everything happens for a reason. There are no coincidences. Somehow I pulled up a report of the worst tarot card readers on Reddit. Oh my freaking God. Listen. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is there's a lot of people on there saying what they really feel about tarot card readers that they've been watching and how they feel. And when I say they're being so honest, they are going in, man. They're going in. They're like, yeah, she comes on talking about some bullshit. Like, I was like, how did I end up? how did I end up on this thread looking at this information? And then I look for my name. So the good news is I'm not on that list as far as I know. Oh, thanks be to God. And even if I end up there, I'm just going to laugh at that shit. I'm like, oh God, this is amazing. Is this how people see me? That is so funny. That was just a commercial break. Random fact. I was like, how did I end up here? I was Googling tarot cards. And it sent me a link to look at the worst tarot card readers on Reddit. And they were tagging readers. I was like, whoa, it's like a whole community. It's like a whole community of people that are like, yeah, I'm tired of her coming on with that same sad ass music. And I'm like, whoa, is this what they feel? Who are these people? It was amazing. It was hilarious. It was like bittersweet. But one thing it was honest. I was like, okay, this how y'all do over here, huh? How did I end up there? I don't know. I just needed to plug that. So go check it out. It's quite interesting. Needless to say, legal, okay? You got courthouse and legal, okay? I feel like this is spiritual court. I feel like you're a rising star. You got a karmic-ass masculine somewhere and a karmic feminine and a Jezebelian-ass energy, Beelzebubian-ass energy, Luciferian-ass energy. That's what I just heard. Karmic villain-ass energy. Somebody has blocked their own future. Something about not having foresight with distant future in the reverse. So this blood sacrifice contract could have involved somebody wanting to take something from a sweetheart that walks with the ancestors in their divine purpose, self-love, rising star. They wanted to take out the divine, period. Yeah. You are the divine. You are in the image of the divine. Look at all your beautiful radiant energy. You've made it to a level and a plateau that can't be reached by these people. And the people that are at this level are coming in to offer love, projecting love onto you, and you're projecting it back, and it's real. I love having real connections, real conversations. You kind of know when it's a real good conversation and it's honest, right? Doesn't mean that it's a perfect conversation, but authenticity is really something to be honored. In a world full of sucker MCs trying to be everybody else, be yourself because everybody else is taken. It's a beautiful reflection of God's creation when you see how many different energies are in the world by way of personalities. The Most High never duplicates its efforts, but it's always creating anew. And somewhere, somebody's giving birth to a whole new energy by way of a baby that's not going to be like the mother or the father. They might have similarities, but a completely new creation. That's how wonderful the Most High is. So constantly evolving. Meanwhile, you got bottom feeders over here chewing at that contract like little rats. They're chewing on cheese. Okay? Somebody wanted the cheese. Somebody wanted the cheese and instead they look like a rat. Somebody's a ratter. Rat-a-tat-tatter. Hello. You damn right hell is low. Hi. How you doing? Somebody's like, hello. You like, yeah, I know. Hell is low. Take your punk ass to hell. Evil eye energy. All because, again, being lied to. Not knowing what to do. Who lied to you? Yeah, love. Didn't I just say the veil is non-existent? I feel like this veiling energy is somebody wanting to cover a sweetheart. Cover your ancestors so that you couldn't shine. And that was not something that you yourself were seeing for yourself. And so it didn't happen. That is something that somebody saw in their mind's eye, projecting onto you in their mind. But you don't exist. Although you could be renting space in somebody's head. Yeah. I just heard, I got condos in that bitch head. Ain't that what Cardi B say? I got condos for rent in somebody's head. Oh, that's a cold space. I want to be evicted out of anybody's mind where I'm renting space in a very negative way. I don't want to rent a condo. I don't want a 4-bedroom apartment in your mind. I hope that I just disappear out of your imagining faculty if you are aligned with a blood sacrifice. And I feel like I speak on behalf of my soul tribe. In fact, I know I do. Yeah. I just hope you evict us. Look, even the bell knows. Evict us out of your mind, honey. Please. I pray to be evicted out of your space, out of your mind. I pray you forget about me forever, ever. And I pray that I never existed in your mind's eye by way of this blood sacrifice. And I'm speaking on behalf of the earth angels. We all wish the same. We have wished you well. And since that has fallen on swine-like energy, you're still doing reptilian ass shit. We're going to call our wishing well back. We're going to go to our own wishing well and make a wish. Message. Somebody's getting a message of concern. Look at his face. He's so concerned. He can't believe it. He doesn't know. Oh my God, how this happened. I don't know. Whatever. Is this the blood contract? Is something kicking in? Is something going on? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You got family here, okay? Clarify family, Holy Spirit. Somebody's envious, evil eye in your family. They're evil eye in the spiritual community. Soul tribe energy. Okay? So you walked away from toxic people. You created your own family. I created my own family. Everybody that comes here and loves me, that's my family. I love you. Like, for real. Like, what I want for myself. Continuing to stay in optimum health, happiness, peace, and joy. It's a vibration. It's a feeling. It feels real good. Excited about the day. Excited about the night. Resting well. Doing well. Eating well. Being nice. Looking good. Looking fit. Looking good. Looking. Hey, with your looking self. Listen, with your looking self. That's what I want for my soul tribe. That's my family. So we created our own family. I know I did. I had to get some people out of the way. I'm saying, listen, I need you to get up out that seat. I got soul tribe family that needs to sit in that seat. And you a karmic ass cousin, brother, sister, mama, daddy. Well, listen, get up out the way. I got family coming in. I got family in town. So it feels like somebody is evil eyeing the spiritual community. Family, 10 of cups. Or this is a community of people that are happy. Yeah, it's just like happy family, happy community. Look at the cat on the picture. Y'all notice the cat? I wonder what Intuitive Kev was thinking when he drew one cat. Look at the cat. Even the cat is happy. We're in the upright. Oh, there's a dog. Look at the dog, y'all. Look at the dog, okay? Like, it's real spill, so your animals are happy, okay? Yeah, and somebody don't like that, okay? And we will continue to achieve whatever it is we want to achieve, which right now is just good energy. And with that, everything is like being rigged in our favor. Don't y'all feel the difference in the vibration? Aren't you meeting great people, be that online and in real life? You notice how your steps are being ordered by the divine. I don't know about y'all, but everywhere I go, I am loved. All is well. You know, leaving your house and coming back safe is something that we absolutely, show gratitude to. It's been underrated by way of levels of appreciation just to be able to leave your house and return back. To go out and get some $5 flowers. Don't y'all like my $5 flowers? You know, just, it's those little things. Meanwhile, somebody is angry because the contract ain't sticking, but they're stuck to it. They're bound to it. Lustful energy. So you got a love spell, you got lustful energy. Meanwhile, you're in this blissful self-love energy. Yeah, the lust spell doesn't resonate. The love spell doesn't resonate because you already are, your cup is overflowing. Love spells work on people that are lonely, insecure. They need somebody. They feel like they can't do anything without anybody. You know, you want good people around. But you don't need nobody but yourself. Period. And it's a very important reminder to make sure that you're in good company when you're with yourself. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. Talk to yourself nice. Treat yourself nice, you know. Somebody could have been somewhere oiling their feet, but no, they're making a blood contract. Somebody could have been somewhere doing a lemon facial. Oh, I love the lemon facials. They're so good. Listen, you could have been somewhere taking some type of progesterone or collagen or B12, but no, somebody was calling the devil on three-way and asking the devil for advice. Somebody signed up to have a consultation with the devil. That's what a blood sacrifice is. So now that blood has been sacrificed, somebody wanted to sacrifice your blood or have you in a situation or project something onto you that doesn't resonate. Now the enemy wants blood, but that's not our inner me. That's their enemy. Remember, they're not well with their enemies. This is why they're seeking to devour. Why do we need to know this? It's Spirit says because they're catching a tower. Whoa, 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 whoa. Meanwhile, we're in the North Node energy. Not resonating, but we're aware. Meeting nice guys, and a nice guy is meeting a sweetheart who's a superstar, and he's a superstar, and we see beyond the veil. It's a whole beautiful family of love offerings and self-love, and baby, your third eye is on fleek. You got the third eye high priestess energy. Somebody could have been born in 1972. Somebody could be 21 years old. Somebody could be 50 years old. Somebody could be 39. Somebody could be 65. Somebody could be a really nice young 77. Somebody could be a nice young 46. A nice young 45. Okay. Meanwhile, somebody's sitting up with a whole bunch of lustful energy, a blood contract that's null and void, thinking about woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it ain't. Still under the illusion that something is real, but it's not. Somebody's evil eyeing somebody that ain't paying attention, and now their evil eyes have gone blind and they can't even see the future because it's been canceled. Damn! Somebody canceled out their own future? Sucks to be them. Somebody wanted to cancel you out? Courthouse. Somebody could actually have legal situations going on too. Traffic tickets build up. Something like that. Should have been focusing on your real shit. That contract is null and void. Somebody thought that they were going to sacrifice you in order to gain something. Whoa. Whoa, that's some cold spell work. Whoever somebody went to that got them to believe this is a cold magician. Somebody got a cold slave. Somebody's a cold master because they've mastered the art of projecting their consciousness into this person so much that they got this person in a position to join a group. Okay? They got a whole group of people. There's a master, and the rest of the people in the group are slaves that want to be masters, that are waiting to be initiated, waiting to go up the ranks. Going up your ranks. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. Yeah, Naga. Keep your feelings out the way. Don't ever let above a smut upon your name. Yeah, Naga. Keep your head down and work like I do. Just understand that everybody ain't gonna like you. We don't give a flying mother freaking French toast, man. No, don't listen. I take that back. I take that back, universe. Please don't throw no good French toast. Please don't you throw no French toast. I better not see it. I don't want to see any flying French toast flying across the room. Listen, don't you throw that French toast. Needless to say, Holy Spirit, please clear the space and the energy, please, and thank you. What is it that we need to see? Oh, I'm going to go get my other cards, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. You know, I had to go get my kombucha. I've been calling this kombucha all this time. I've been in the grocery store, like, where's the kombucha? It is kombucha. I did not know. Well, now I know. Ginger and lemon, it's the best thing ever, y'all. Honestly, this is really one of my secrets to staying young, okay? One of them. When I tell people my age, I love the reaction. They're like, oh my God. I told my trainer my age. She pushed her chair back and she was like, you look so young. I said, why are you whispering? Let's just let everybody know. You know, I'm just, pulling my own string and tooting my own horn. Hold on, y'all. Listen, get you some of this. This is so good. Fermented tea is so good. The lady that turned me on to it is well into her 70s. And honey, she's at the gym every day. Oh my God. You talk about she looks amazing. It's an attitude, y'all. It's a vibration, quite literally. That's really what the secret is. That really ain't a secret. We're in the age of Aquarius. It's all about information, what you take in, what you believe, what you want to believe. Yeah, like setting your mind on it. Like somebody was out here believing that this blood sacrifice contract was going to stop you. It's almost laughable. Hold on, y'all. Is my camera right? Wait a minute. Okay, that's a little bit better. So let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, what is it? Oh, these cards. Hold on, y'all. Whoa, these cards are stuck together. What is going on, Holy Spirit? Let's see if we can get them going. Warm them up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Look at the cards, y'all. I'm like trying to get them going. Look. Yeah. The right card came out though still. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Spiritual rank. Spiritual rank. So when somebody goes, or a group of people go into a spiritual contract to try to take out somebody who is outranking them, they are being tricked and or led astray, bamboozled, if you will, by the person who is the master of the group, the one that is controlling all of their minds, getting them to get in a single line because they can't think for themselves. Whoever the person is that is guiding them in this group, this coven, this whatever the hell this is, this organization, this person knows that you are absolutely spiritually gifted and you outrank these people. So what seems to be the advantage then? If this person knows that we can't be touched. Yeah, look, somebody's a charlatan. I need a sugar daddy to come pay my bills. Pay my bills. Listen, this person is a charlatan. This person has been exposed. It's in the reverse. This is a manipulator. So somebody is being got by a master manipulator, a magician in a group that's taking their money. Look at the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, y'all. Bad investment, corruption, bribe, coercion. It's in the reverse. Bad investments. So the contract is a bad investment. Somebody did it all for success, fortune, money, and clout. When you feel like you got to make a blood contract, an oath, in order to become famous, happy, joyful, you have disconnected from source. All those things are free. You don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay for that. All you got to do is go within. Now, when you're in this low vibration and you decide to go within, it might hurt a little bit. It's going to be real painful because you got to slay the Jabberwocky. You got to slay the dragon, all them demons within. You know, you feel like you need somebody, but really you just need to push that divine button. And it might not be that easy to get to, because if you out here making blood sacrifices to affect the livelihoods of somebody else, baby, you done already lost, honey. I don't know if anybody's going to tell you or pull you to the side, but you have already lost. It's your spiritual rank. Somebody could have wanted your spiritual rank. Yeah, look at you. Peace, love, harmony. You are untouched, unbothered. So the person, the charlatan, the mastermind of the group, who has mastered everybody else's mind, mastered their own mind enough that they're controlling everybody else's mind. Somebody's a puppet master. Somebody's pulling the strings in this group. Yeah, I can't make it up. You're coming out as a divine masculine. Something about your stability, your authority, your king, your emperor, your energy. This could also be the person in the group too. This person's coming out as an emperor, controlling everybody, taking their money, selling them a dream that has now turned into a nightmare. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Give me 2 more cards. Yeah, somebody was quite pretentious. Thank you. Superficial. A beggar. Somebody was trying to convince somebody to do something, and somebody's a follower. Somebody couldn't think for themselves. So you got somebody in this group that was trying to convince somebody else outside of this puppet master. This could be the master of ceremonies, you know, who's only mastered controlling other people's minds because they don't want to think for themselves. So somebody was quite pretentious. Somebody could have convinced somebody to join this group. Somebody could have said, this is how we do it. This is how people get what they need. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. I can't make this up. Something about you being knowledgeable, okay? Somebody could have made a contract to get your knowledge. Maybe somebody's remedial. Maybe they say, you know, I want to be intelligent, but they don't want to read a book. I want to be intelligent, but they don't want to learn from life. I want to be intelligent, so somebody asks for your knowledge, your sacred knowledge that keeps evolving, that's infinite and eternal. So if they wanted your sacred knowledge and they made a contract with the devil, they will eternally be chasing the white rabbit down the rabbit hole, slipping into darkness. You know why? Because knowledge is infinite. It's always like something new. Don't you just love when you learn something new? I love when I learn something new. I'm like, you know what? I didn't know that, right? But you're in this unconditional love situation with yourself. I can't make this up. Look at this person stalking, spying, watching you study, watching you go within. Yeah. Somebody's in this energy of abandonment. But wait a minute. They said, whoever they are, they, them, they over there. Remember, they said, if you just do the blood sacrifice, you're going to have it all. You're going to have everything that person has. You're going to have success, fortune, love, money, clout. Oh, you want self-love too? Okay, just put it in the blood contract. The devil's going to deliver. This is what these people were believing. It's one thing to believe. You were actively believing this. But with knowledge, notice the root word, know, to know. You over here knowing that your spiritual rank is something that nobody can take. You know that nobody can make a contract. It's like, I know that can't nobody take my peace, harmony, my knowledge. Because I absolutely have unconditional love with the divine. Nobody else. Everybody else, I have conditions on my love. Why? Because people are human. Outside of being spiritual beings. Yeah, listen, somebody got something going on in a legal situation. Law and order by way of the spiritual laws is in full effect. Okay? Cause and effect. Somebody is superficial. Somebody convinced somebody to join this group. Now they sitting up. What happened to the blood sacrifice? Look at them now. Look at them here. Look at this here. Look at this here. I thought this was supposed to give them joy, peace, money, clout, fortune, happiness, a good body, better breath, good eyesight. Somebody said this is supposed to straighten out my left hip. Wait a minute, but you didn't go to the... Okay. Somebody would have been safer or better off going to a practitioner. Somebody would have been better off going to take a walk. Now somebody's abandoned, isolated, and alone. This could be somebody that left the group, or maybe somebody got put out the group. Somebody's got financial blockages. Look at the pentacle. It's just sitting right there. It's a lack mindset, man. Somebody was already an empty vessel before they went into whatever this ceremonial blood sacrificing of livelihoods. They sacrificed their own life for what they thought was supposed to be personal gain. Somebody was under this illusion, convinced by some puppeteer, some charlatan of a master, and they willingly became this person's slave. Somebody signed up to be controlled. Now they sitting up looking crazy. Why are they stalking though? What are they looking for? I thought the contract was valid. Stalking, spying, surveillance, invasion of privacy. Look at this fool. Who are you looking for, sir? Ma'am, what is going on? Well, I have a contract, a blood sacrifice contract. That shit is null and void here in spiritual court. Get that raggedy ass exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G that you signed with the devil up out of here. Let the record show that these people have lost their case. In spiritual court. Somebody lost their mind too. Damn, that sucks. You need to go figure out where that is. You need to spend some time going to find your mind. You can lose a lot of stuff, but don't lose your mind. Hey, don't lose your mind. Lose a lot of stuff, you can listen. Okay. Newcomers. Sometimes I sing a lot. Sometimes I sing very little. It just kind of depends on the way the Holy Spirit, blows in the winds of fortune and optimum joy and infinite enlightenment towards me, that I project all this good energy onto you with the hopes that you will receive it. For those of you that are rebuking the love, well, I get it. I feel like you might be one of them people that got that blood sacrifice. You got a little bit of blood up under your nails. They didn't tell you it was going to get bloody. So now you know with this contract, a blood sacrifice means that you got to give blood. Now, what does that mean? That's literal and that's figurative. Okay? That's literal and figurative energy by way of blood sacrifice. Because with blood sacrifice, you literally sacrifice your bloodline, your ancestors. You abandon the divine and your ancestors who really have all the knowledge of which way to go. Because you were too busy superficially being persuaded by a charlatan, by a master who was making you a slave, convincing you, it's going to work. That somebody's bloodline was something that you could hack into. So now you're getting a spiritual hacking ass whipping. Okay. Moving right along. Sailing to calmer waters. Sailing. Six of Swords Aquarius energy, walking on water. Big Yeshua Hamashiach. Me and my whole spirit team, we out here walking on water, healing waters. You know the way, the knowledge and the memory is in the water. Okay, listen. Abandonment, isolation, and alone. So somebody was trying to sacrifice your livelihood and they wanted something a part of your destiny and they got stuck. Yeah, they got stuck in the Akashic records. I pray that all the people who keep trying to take people's energy, siphon their energy, project nasty energy onto them, doing death spells, doing evil eye spells on me and my beautiful Soul Tribe family, I pray that you get stuck in the Akashic records for all eternity. And it can't be undone. So mote it be, so mote it be. The Most High says yes, okay? As long as the Most High gives her stamp of approval, I'm cool with that. I want to go where the Most High tells me to go. I want my feet to be guided. As the Most High said, your foot is not ever going to slip. I'm like, okay. So I look down at my feet like, don't you fail me now. Don't slip. We got a long way to go. We got people to see. We got places to go. We got places to travel. We got people to talk to. I think I like this little life. While somebody is stuck in the Akashic records looking like a sad ass dog. Somebody's barking. All talk. No bite. Somebody feels isolated and abandoned. Somebody's stuck in your Akashic records. This is what happens when you spiritually try to mind hack somebody. Not to mention you got a charlatan that's been exposed. Remember, charlatan is in the reverse. So whoever the master puppeteer is, he's taking the money and he's the only one reaping the benefits of whatever these blood sacrifices are. This person, whoever this person is that's the head of this group, this coven, this cult, this organization, or this could be more than one person, whoever they are, they let these people sacrifice themselves. They left them for dead. Because they already knew. A high-ranked person or somebody that is a master of self already knows when your name is brought up in rooms, when they mention my name or mention your name or they take a picture and all of that, the first thing a practitioner is going to say is, whoa, this person is at God level. This is what they say to themselves that they don't say to everybody else, but they still see what they need to see. And they also see a sucker MC sitting before them. Somebody that's insecure, unhealed, unworthy. Not that I'm projecting this onto them, but simply reading how they feel. That maybe they don't even realize that other people are picking up on. You know why? Because why else would you be here? This is how the charlatan thinks. It's a master. So he does or she does her divination and you come out as a sweetheart, high priestess, spiritual rank, high rank. That person looks over at the client and they're like, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an initiation. Basically, we're going to lead you to the slaughter, baby. We're going to lead you to the slaughter. You coming up in here talking about you want somebody beauty. You don't like your big toe, so you want their big toe. You better learn to love what you got. By way of being a beautiful creation of God. Now you want her eyes and you want her nose and you want to look like her and you wanted this. And the person that's sitting on the other end is like found a fool and bump his head. I promise you they had somebody be initiated into some type of group only to lead them to the slaughter. I just heard they left them asleep. Look, they're asleep. 5 of Cups, isolation, abandonment, and alone. This was not what it was supposed to be. Because somebody went into a group with the hopes that they could be initiated under this weird ass diabolical impression that they could somehow make you suffer. That could have never been the projection on your life or my life, on our lives. But instead, they found somebody more contorted and twisted than them, a mad scientist who went to work. Saw them as an experiment, took their money, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, corruption, thank you, and went to work on pulling the strings on their mind. They don't want to hear the truth like that. They don't like the fact that the truth is coming out like that. They want to hold true to an illusion that this really did work, that they really did take something from you, and you're somewhere walking on water, selling the karma waters, diving in the water, floating on the water. You just over here blessing the holy waters, minding your business. You know your body is primarily made up of water. You're over here minding your business, sun gazing. This charlatan, this occultist, this leader, these leaders knew that you couldn't be touched. They just led these people to the slaughter. Look, somebody stuck in the Akashic records. Too busy trying to find out what you had coming in. So they went, they got divination. They're like, oh, what? 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, High Priestess in the upright. All her cards, all his cards are in the upright. Okay, you know what? I want that. I want that. I want that. So the universe is like, okay, bet. Here you go. Huh? What? Yeah, now you got to turn into Houdini. You got to work your way out of somebody else's Akashic records. Their pain, their sadness, their dense energy, their darkness, their death. Good luck. Be strong. We were. Because somebody's bound there for all of eternity. That's the part they don't know. The contracts change nowadays. What people used to be able to do 10 years ago, child, we are now sovereign, earthly, astral, celestial, divine, eternal beings. But we ain't fooling with no bullshit like that. Somebody's bound to this shit for all eternity. So more to be. It can't be undone. Got to go to the Most High if you want it undone. You think I'm lying? Call judgment on it. Hierophant. Somebody has to go to the Most High. I want to talk to God, but I ain't talked to God in so long. No, you were too busy talking to the practitioner, hoping that the practitioner could put you under a spell to have you believing that you're the empress. Now you're looking in the mirror and you look like the gargoyle that you are, rotting from the inside out. Rotting from the inside out. I'm just saying. You did it all for clout. Yeah, now you got to shut your mouth. You got the emperor to the empress. I cannot make it up. This is the energy that they saw. This is what they wanted, but they didn't want to do the work, so now they're stuck. This is what they don't understand. That blood contract bound them. So whoever this is in the group, somebody is smart enough to know not to put themselves on the line to try to come for you. You are a god. You are a goddess. You're connected to the divine. Whatever you say goes for your life. And this is not something that you're implementing by way of a dark contract. It doesn't resonate with us. It has nothing to do with us, right? So the 5 of Cups is like deep-seated depression, isolation, abandonment. 8 of Swords. Somebody took their money and left them in a weird-ass situation. It's a whole group of people. Clarify group effort. So you had a whole bunch of dummies run to the devil? Yeah. 10% of reverse. These are fallen angels. So they've fallen from grace every timeline, every lifetime. And so now not only are they stuck in the Akashic records of your dark night, dense energy by way of your torment and torture and all that shit you had to go through to get to this beautiful, blissful energy. Don't you just love yourself now? You're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I woke up from my own nightmare. Now somebody somewhere swearing that they got your life, but they stuck in your nightmare. You're like, that's fine. You can keep it. It's okay. Just stay there for all of eternity. That'll teach you. It's giving, cast it out. 10% of reverse. These are fallen angels. They did this abusively, negligently. Somebody just kept taking their money. Whoever the person is in this group or these people, these leaders, they were doing magic over there. Look, 9 of Cups in a reverse. I can't make it up. Didn't get nothing out of it but a lose-lose situation. 6 of Wands in a reverse. It's a wrap. It's over. It's too late to learn this lesson. This is the time where everybody ascends to the divine. So people that decided to stay in an old mindset, hoping, wishing, waiting that things could be the way they used to be, are stuck in fragmented mentalities. And they're stuck there, y'all. This is supposed to be a self-imposed imprisonment with the 8 of Swords. Self-imposed means eventually you figure out how to get the hell up out of this mental matrix that you created. Only to realize that it's really an illusion. But only you know how you got out of that mental illusion. These people don't have the answers to the test. So they're stuck in their dark night of the soul for all of eternity. And yours, thank you. Because we left the Akashic records out in the cold. Once you get this direct connection with Source, you start to live eternally. Ooh, somebody comment down below. I am an eternal being. Ace of Cups. Cup overflowing. The waters are flowing. Life is good. All is good in the spiritual neighborhood. Your higher self, my higher self, we're celebrating the fact that we allowed our spirit team to do the work. We did our part. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse means that you are not alone. Something's coming in fast. Ooh. Somebody tried to take something from you. Okay, yeah, they did. So that's what the blood sacrifice was for. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like the most dangerous part about these people being stuck in the dark night of the soul for all of eternity and stuck in fragmented versions of your mind that they thought were part of your consciousness that you no longer need. You've discarded those experiences. If you bring it up, you just laugh about it. I feel like somebody lost their gifts. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, like reaching for something that didn't work. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's crazy because for these people, it seems like time is going fast but slow at the same time. They're just passing through this thing. Yeah, Seven of Swords. They got stuck. Somebody got stuck. Seven of Swords, stuck. Clarify. As above, so below. They forgot about the rules and laws of relativity, gravity, the laws of attraction. The spiritual laws. I can't make it up. This wheel of fortune belongs to us. Life is only going to get better for us. I see it. And that's just what it is. We see it together. We know that's what's going to happen. We don't believe it. We know it. We have a direct connection to source. We just go within. We see what we need to. So any alternate projections simply get transmuted for the betterment of our good. Somebody has projected themselves till they can't project anymore. They should have saved those projections because now they need to project something else into their reality, but they simply can't because the Eight of Swords is a self-imposed imprisonment. Somebody gave away their keys. Show me this mastermind, this practitioner that took their money, somebody that works alone in the quiet hermit energy. Somebody could work in a dark room, a dark dungeon. They don't collaborate with anybody else. They went to work on a whole group of people. This could be a couple of practitioners in a group. I feel like I'm channeling a whole coven. Page of Swords. Somebody's always watching, monitoring spirit. Whoever this spiritualist is, that's a part of this coven, cult, group, whatever this is, this charlatan, they watch you, divine being. They watch us. What are they looking for? This person is impressed. This person is impressed with the Hierophant energy, Ace of Cups energy. Yeah, they already know that we figured it out. So this whoever this master manipulator, they could have thrown a little something at us, you know. But look at the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We took it. We said, wait a minute, what is this? This does not belong to me. I'm not sad. I'm not depressed. I've already been there and sad and depressed about what? Depressed for what? When my spirit is free. I'm free. I'm not compressed. I'm not depressed. Nothing's on top of me. Nothing's stopping me. Nothing's stopping us. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So whoever this practitioner is, they're impressed with your knowledge. Nice. Show me this practitioner. Show me these practitioners. Show me the guy that is the mastermind, the charlatan behind the group. Nine of Swords in the reverse is a whole bunch of mental anguish that has returned to sender. Clarify. This person's a master of themselves, just not a master of us. Everybody should master themselves. And maybe people won't try to control everybody. Control yourself. That's how you control the environment. That's how you control your world. Controlling what you think, controlling what you see, controlling what you say. Oh, whoa, does this guy want to come out, or this lady, or whatever the heck is going on? Two of Pentacles, they're watching. Page of Swords, the divine collective, alchemize, balance out, and be in this very powerful energy with the Two of Pentacles. King of Wands energy is war ready. This is like spiritual war. So what took somebody 29 days, 22 days, 2 months, 2 years, whatever this is, we alchemized it in 2.3 seconds. Give me one more card, Holy Spirit, before we close this out. Yeah, it's a wrap. There's no communication. This person could have left these people out in the cold, a whole group of people. Maybe that's why they're abandoned, isolated, and alone. The Eight of Wands in the reverse is usually swift communication, but something's moving too slow, is going fast at the same time, and somebody's not communicating with the group. Took their money and ran off on the plug. I love y'all. Take what resonates. Close this door, Holy Spirit. Be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself. I love you, beautiful divine collective, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.